Step your game up. That's right. It's time to step your game up. Now, I'm very, very competitive. And also a person that sort of likes being challenged. Even like being told, you can't do this. You'll never accomplish this. Because in those scenarios, when I'm competing or when I'm being challenged or being told I can't accomplish something, sometimes it brings out the best in me. It brings out the fight. It brings out the drive. Not that I don't normally have it. Just in these occasions, sometimes I take it to another level. So we're talking about stepping your game up. Whether it's a challenge, whether it's being told no, or whether you just realize you want to get from one point to another point, it's time to step your game up. So a couple things real quick about stepping our game up. The first thing is very important. In order to step your game up, then you have to realize that there's another level. You have to realize that where you are isn't the pinnacle, isn't the top, that there's more to it. There's more levels to this. And you got to reach for those levels. You got to be willing to work hard and do whatever is needed to get to those levels. You know, sometimes we get complacent, or sometimes we're just okay with just going through the motions, just staying where we are. And we realize there's levels, but we ignore them. But you really want to move to the next level. If you really want to strive to be great, to be at the best, then you got to set the bar high. And each time you reach that high bar, elevate it. Push it up even higher. Continue to move toward. So if you want to step your game up, you have to realize that there's levels higher than where you are right now. The second thing is very important if you want to step your game up. You can't live in a state of fear. You can't fear of failing. You can't have a fear of losing. You can't even have a fear of being successful. And I know somebody's thinking, well, who has a fear of being successful? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that will just stay right where they are, status quo, going through the motion, because going to a new level means new challenges, means having to fight harder, and it may mean having to work harder. So there's some people that say, you know what, I'm cool right here where I am. I like this level right here, I'll stay right here. You have to be willing to accept the challenge to get to that next level. Continue to work hard and continue to push, realizing that, you know what, even if I stumble, even if I fail, I'm still striving to motivate and elevate myself to higher levels. And the last piece, the third and final piece, understanding that every time you reach to a new level, there's going to be a new set of challenges. There'll be new opposition. There maybe even be more people telling you, man, you can't do it. You won't make it. More obstacles, more rough terrain, more challenges, more things set in your path that you'll have to go around, go through, go under, or go over. But you can't just stay there. Remember, those challenges are in your way only to see if you are strong enough, only to see if you're willing to work hard enough, and only to see if you are persistent enough to persevere and overcome them. But if you just look at a challenge, if you look at a rough terrain, if you look at more opposition and say, you know what, I can't do it. I'm not even going to try to reach that level. I'm not going to step my game up. I'll stay right where I am. I'm comfortable where I am. You can't do that. You have to be willing to stretch yourself and move outside of your comfort zone to get to that next level. Listen, the bottom line is this. Stepping your game up isn't about athletics. It isn't about just trying to compete against other people. It's really about looking in the mirror and not being complacent, not being satisfied with even being good. You know, you look at a team like the San Antonio Spurs. Some of the guys like Tim Duncan, they could have retired years ago with championship trophies, championship rings. But he wasn't satisfied with just the one, the two, the few that he had. He wanted to continue to get more, continue to strive to get more rings and to keep winning. You're successful business persons. They're not complacent. They're not okay and just satisfied with having a good year. When they have a good year or even a good quarter, they want to continue that success and move on to the next period. Wherever you are, if you're looking at going from being an honor roll student in high school to now you're a college student, step your game up. Honor roll in high school, work harder, Dean's List in college. Continue to elevate yourself wherever you are. Continue to strive hard. And whenever you see those challenges, whenever there are things in your way trying to push you, remember, they're only pushing you and propelling you to greatness. But if you want to get there, you got to step your game up.
I was there, I could have this moment to